video, I'm going to be talking about sex toys. If women should use sex toys in their marriage. Actually, sex is supposed to be between one man and one woman. Why the sex toy is a man-made invention for lack of sexual satisfaction. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Temitayo. Don't forget to like this video and share with friends. This sex toys meet the sexual urge, even though it is an inanimate object. Some women would say, no, let me start by saying, some men have a medical condition which make them want their wife or ask their wife to use it to satisfy themselves. They can even be the ones to use it on them. You understand, right? And also, some couples who are in distance marriage, they are likely to use it, and they might be using it to satisfy themselves from their locations. Some women would say, oh, I don't get the full satisfaction from my husband. That is why I purchased this sex toy, so I can use it to satisfy myself. You know, unintentionally, we might be defining ourselves, our spouse and marriage with the inanimate object that is being brought to the sacred space. These sex toys can be a way of replacing our spouse, altogether causing insecurities because of lack of necessary intimacy. It can make some women see no reason to desire their husband, because what's the essence of having an intimacy with someone's partner when I have a sex toy that will do more than the husband? Because you can't compare the energy in the sex toys to the energy in men. They'll go to work, they'll function during the day. They can't come and last 1 hour in bed. You can use the sex toy to last more than any hours you want if you want to kill yourself. Don't mind me. Do you know some couples uses this sex toy and they have a peaceful home? They have a successful union. While on the other hand, another couple would use these sex toys and they cause a breakdown between themselves, because the husband might not find it funny, or in the situation where the husband will ask the wife to use it because he cannot perform the way she wants, the wife might not find it funny as well. You know, a married woman would say, I don't want to cheat on my husband, let me use the sex toy to satisfy myself. That could be right and that could be wrong. A married woman would say, I don't want to cheat on my husband, so let me use a sex toy. At least it's not human. That could be right or wrong. Anyway, communication is key. The best you could do is communicate with your husband. As a wife, communicate with your husband. If he will like you to use it or not, you will know through that process of communication. Because you using the sex toy without communication with your husband, with an inanimate object, is still like cheating, because you didn't seek his consent. So he wouldn't know you are using it, but he will know something is wrong and getting some satisfaction somewhere, which he doesn't know what it is. So he definitely, in his own head, he would feel, oh, my wife is cheating with another man, not knowing it's a sex toy. So you can see where the communication is needed. Don't give a wrong impression on yourself. You know, some husband would never agree to you using the sex toy. They would never agree to it because they might feel like you are replacing them. Oh, my wife does not get the satisfaction she wants from me. Maybe because I'm not attracted to her any longer. Maybe that's why she's trying to replace me with an object. There is no way you can even explain to them that they will understand. no matter how the explanation, they would never understand. Why some men will be like, oh, come on, you can use it, it's nothing. So far, you're not bringing another man to the house. It's just an object. Carry on with it and use it. Husband does not want you to use it. You have no reason to use it. You can't tell him it's none of his business, because some women, the kind of friends you keep also matters. Your friend might be using it, and because your friend is using it, you might also want to use it and experience what your friend is experiencing with all these all these gist that she might have gisted you, and you want to practice it. So you can't do what your friend is doing and want to take your husband out of it and be like, oh, I have to use it, it's none of your business, I'm using it to myself, it's not your body. Your body belongs to your husband. It is what he wants that you would do. You think you should just run out to get the sex toy without seeking your husband's consent about it? That, oh, I can use it and hide it. Some things are not hidden. Not in the case of sex. It will know, but it might not know what you are using to get a pleasure. But what it will be thinking might be a risk to your marriage. So this is more reason why you should seek the consent of your partner. Communicate with your partner. Let him see reason with you if you want to use it. And if it's your partner that wants to use it, which you don't like, let him see the reason why you can't use it. You using it without asking your husband won't make sense. Okay, in some situation, like your husband doesn't want you to use it, you as a woman, will you find it funny or interesting see your husband masturbating or using a sex doll? How will you feel when he gets addicted to pornography? Will you be happy with it? Will you be happy with it? Will you like it? So before you decide to use a sex toy, know what it's all about. Reason with yourself. If my husband is doing this, will I be happy with it? So why should you use the sex toy if you know you can't be happy with your husband doing the same thing? Because I've read some story about how I'm going to divorce my husband. He gets addicted to pornography. I found my husband masturbating. So it's just the same. When your husband finds out you using a sex toy, how is he going to feel? Or how will you feel when you find him doing the same thing? Sex toys, you fantasize. You get addicted to using it. Even your husband can't satisfy you because the object can't get tired. Your husband will be tired. So you always want the object rather than your husband. In the other way, you have to think about the health risk when you get addicted to it. It is not everything you have to accept into your life. In the process of satisfying yourself or each other, you end up disregarding the health factor. You know that because you want to give yourself the pleasure. When you feel you are weird, you can seek a sex therapy. Majority of all these influencers, they are not using it. They are just influencing based on the money, deceiving the community, thinking what they are doing is right. Anyway, I'm not here to judge anyone. It's individual decision. However, whatever goes on in your bedroom or marriage should be between you and your partner. In as much as you want it to spice up your marriage, you want it to spice up your relationship, you want it to spice up your bedroom, it is between you and your God, and not for anyone to judge or decide for you. So the pleasure is yours, the satisfaction is for you, and not for anyone. You can decide to use it, and you can decide not to use it. But think about the consequences. Think about the health risk. Because the moment you start using this sex toy, will you still want your husband? Will you still desire your husband? Hey. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys watch my next video. See you guys next time. Bye.